The NBA, the National Basketball Association, is now the biggest basketball league in the world, home to incredible talent and global superstars. But it wasn't always lights, fame, and million-dollar contracts. The story of the NBA begins back in 1946, when a group of arena owners wanted to fill their stadiums during the off-season for hockey. That's how the Basketball Association of America was born, made up of 11 teams, including the New York Knicks, the Boston Celtics, the Philadelphia Warriors, and the Toronto Huskies. The very first official game took place on November 1, 1946, when the Knicks defeated the Huskies 68-66 in Toronto, historic start for professional basketball. At that time, another league existed, the National Basketball League, NBL, which had talented players but less popularity. In 1949, the two leagues merged to form what we now know as the NBA. In those early years, the games were played in small gymnasiums with limited crowds, and players earned modest salaries. Basketball was far from the global phenomenon it would become. One of the first true superstars was George Mikan of the Minneapolis Lakers. Standing over 2 meters tall, Mikan dominated the paint and helped his team win 5 championships in the league's early years. His dominance was so great that rules had to be changed to make the game fairer. Then, in 1954, came one of the biggest innovations in basketball history, the 24-second shot clock. Before that, teams could hold the ball for minutes, stalling the game and boring fans. The shot clock made basketball faster, more exciting, and far more fun to watch. The 1960s marked the first great dynasty, the Boston Celtics. Led by coach Red Auerbach and defensive legend Bill Russell, the Celtics won an unbelievable 11 championships in just 13 seasons. At the same time, another giant, Wilt Chamberlain, was rewriting the record books, most famously by scoring 100 points in a single game in 1962, a record that still stands today. The rivalry between Russell and Chamberlain defined the decade and brought new attention to the league, which was now regularly appearing on television. The 1970s, however, were a time of both growth and struggle. The NBA faced financial issues, falling attendance, and even image problems. Meanwhile, another league, the American Basketball Association, ABA, emerged with fresh ideas, the flashy red, white, and blue basketball, high-flying dunks, and the three-point line. In 1976, the NBA and ABA merged, bringing in both exciting teams like the San Antonio Spurs and players such as Julius Erving, better known as Dr. J. That fusion revived the league and set the stage for its golden era. Then came the 1980s, the decade that changed everything. The arrival of two college rivals, Magic Johnson and Larry Bird, completely transformed the NBA. Magic's Showtime Lakers played fast, flashy, and full of joy, while Bird's Celtics brought precision, teamwork, and fierce competitiveness. Their rivalry defined the decade and drew millions of new fans. The NBA became a spectacle, a product that mixed sports, entertainment, and television like never before. And just when the league seemed to have reached its peak, a new superstar appeared who would take basketball to a global level, Michael Jordan. During the 1990s, Jordan led the Chicago Bulls to 6 championships and became more than an athlete, he was a cultural icon. His competitive spirit, breathtaking plays, and his partnership with Nike created the Air Jordan brand, symbolizing excellence and style. With Jordan, the NBA became a worldwide phenomenon. People from every continent were watching games, wearing jerseys, and dreaming of being like Mike. After Jordan's era ended, the NBA continued to evolve. The 2000s brought new stars like Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, Tim Duncan, Dirk Nowitzki, Manu Ginobili, and Pau Gasol. Teams like the San Antonio Spurs showcased a new philosophy, teamwork over superstardom, blending American and international talent to perfection. Basketball became more global than ever before. The rise of cable TV, social media, and online highlights spread the NBA to every corner of the planet. In the 2010s, a new generation took over. The Big Three era began with LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh in the Miami Heat, followed by the Golden State Warriors dynasty led by Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green. Curry revolutionized the game with his incredible three-point shooting, changing how basketball is played at every level. Meanwhile, the league became more international than ever, with MVPs like Giannis Antetokounmpo from Greece, Nikola Jokic from Serbia, and Luka Doncic from Slovenia leading the way. Today, the NBA is more than just a sports league, it's a global brand and a cultural force. It blends athleticism, creativity, and diversity. Players are not only athletes but also icons, entrepreneurs, and influencers. From that first game in 1946 to packed arenas across the globe, the NBA has come a long way. It has survived financial crises, evolved with technology, and inspired millions of fans around the world.